come and rest at the doorstep of the next mayor of this great city. And in one of those areas where it's going to be very, very important to hear, but not only hear, but see what you're able to do, is in the area of education. The question is a two-parter. How would you define a failing school in the city of Baltimore? And having done so, what would you affirmatively do to stem the tide of the stories and reports that will afflict the city's public school system, from poor hiring practices within the school system itself, to the cheating scandals that have rocked our elementary classrooms, to the overall struggles of a school system that I think many of the citizens in this audience and certainly around the city believe has enormous potential. So how would you define a failing school, and what would you affirmatively do to change what has become a black mark on the system? Ms. Pugh.
I'm privileged to be here with you this evening and to say that I did pass Stephanie Rollins-Blake earlier today, as folks are out all night in the community at night outs, but she should have been here. But let me just say that it is obvious. It's no more than to show respect for the people that are here tonight, but let me just say it's obvious that we have a failing school system. We can tell by the grades and so forth that have been forthcoming, the reports that we've heard in the news, and so it really is time for us to reorganize as well as to look at how do we create an elected school board. At the state level, there have only been 3 senators who consistently focus on that. We also have to grow our tax base in the city because the city only contributes 1/3 of the resources to the public school system. And so instead of those who are in the philanthropic community thinking that it's necessary for us to focus downtown as opposed to uptown, creating new civic centers and arenas, if you've got $595 million, I would suggest that you put that towards the Baltimore City Public School System. And let me also say, the leadership comes from the top. The mayor is the leader of the city. The mayor sets the vision for the city. The mayor has to dictate to the GBC, the philanthropic community, the needs of our public school system. And when you have a public school system where so many children are suffering from lead paint poison, as we well know, and this city has turned its back on these children by spending $8 million downtown for a road race, but yet taking people to court and not giving them the $12 million that they were told that they owe those children. Those children are suffering from bad scores. Some of them are suffering from being brain damaged, and many are suffering from attention deficit disorder. We can test those children, give them the medication and the counseling they need. We need to put our resources and push our resources towards our children, because if we're going to save the next generation, this is the 6th most deadliest city in America, the 5th most violent city in America, and we have a responsibility. We have a responsibility to save our children and focus our resources on helping them. And that's what this mayor, that's what Catherine Pugh is doing as the next mayor of Baltimore.
How would you define a failing school in the city, and what would you affirmatively do as mayor to change it?
Hello, can you hear me? All right. How I define a failing school, the stats is out there to prove it. So I believe that we should still partner with this state, but we should have a partial elected board. One of the other things that I feel that we should also do at this current time is to replace the head of the school system. So that's the key. The other thing that is the key also, we are teaching our children for jobs that does not exist at this time. So we need to change the curriculum. That's one key again.